Check it out. The latest release, the Synchro 4 from Team Corally. It's the good stuff. How is everyone doing? Check it out. Well, you knew I was going to get this one. Where is my knife? Here we go. Yeah, the Team Corally, the Synchro 4. I like this because this is an entry-level car. As you guys know, I've been a big promoter of getting the prices of RC cars to come down because sometimes these things are just out of reach of the average person. And this is Team Corally's answer to that. This is built as an entry level because, like, honestly, something like the Kagama, even for somebody like me that has a bit of experience, is a handful. It is a very, very powerful car. Oh, ooh. I love the blue that they use. Oh, I really do. So let's go over some of the box real quick. So we'll get high performance differentials, precision steel gears, not the usual CNC machined gears that we're used to, and I'll get into that here a little bit. Also axles, durable drive. They're not the spring steel that we're used to seeing, but look, coming over from other models, the control arms, hybrid bracing, 4mm aluminum heavy-duty composite suspension pin holders, and the big bore shocks, which are composite material. And the differentials, instead of having a metal outside, these are all plastic. Remember, guys, this is a 4S running on 3S, 4S, so you don't need to over-engineer it. Oops. If you're running on a lower power. Where is it? Okay, so there it is. I want to show. So it does come in 3 colors. We have an orange, the blue, and the green. Oh, and red. So there's 4 colors. And you know if given a choice, I'm going for blue. Oh, it's the best part here. Too bad they never stayed this good looking. So yeah, like I mentioned before, you know, Team Corally, like most people, are trying to get in the market. They're trying to expand their customer base. So they're trying to make a model at a lower price point. Not sacrificing quality is what they assure me, but to give you a good quality product that you expect out of Team Corally. So that being said, full honesty, I am part of the creator team, influencer team. I could have got this at a discount. The ship for the European market has been delayed, and I have to order it through there. So I wanted to get this thing out, so I purchased this as 100% my money, and I don't owe anybody anything for making this. So I hope you guys know, even if this was given to me, I get a discount, but even if it was given to me, I'm still going to give you a full-on, honest review of what I think of anything given to me. So, man, let's just check it out. So you still got a nice aluminum body here. Yep, got your droop screws. Nice heavy-duty control arms. Nice, lots of flex. So Team Corally is nice that they reuse a lot of their parts, so like 70%. So if you have another model and you have extra control arms, I'm not that familiar with all the models. He told me which ones swap, but I can't recall. Look at the size of that brace for the hinge pin retainer there. So it's metal on the outside, it's plastic on the inner braces. I do like this. I'm a big fan of just having a one-piece steering linkage here. Really, unless you are full-on racing to where you need to dial in something for a certain amount of turns, you really don't need it. This is just going to be more durable versus you put a piece of metal in here and thread it. That just always leads to something breaking. So, you know, this has just metal drive cups, you know, not like I said earlier, not the normal spring steel that we're used to seeing. The shocks are composite, but it is nice these are threaded. So you don't have those cheap little clips. You do have metal caps here on the top. And I know that's been a point of contention with some people, like blah blah plastic, everybody wants to see metal. I don't see the problem with it. First off, if you look at the next thing in this price point, which would be the 3S Typhon, not even 4S, the 3S Typhon has all the same stuff. except for it does have, I believe the shocks are metal, but it doesn't use threads. It uses those cheap little plastic collars that you have to snap in. This at least is threaded. And they use the same thing, plastic everywhere. And on the Typhon doesn't even give you a metal chassis. So, and this is coming at a price point right there. I think this is maybe $20 higher. So something to take into consideration. Now, what I was told too, that there is a center brace that will be available that'll go from here to here, here to here, if you want to help strengthen this thing up. I asked about in here in the gear case, there's 3 positions for doing the pinion gears. There's 3 positions, like I said, for beginners. This is an entry-level car. This is to make life easy for the beginner. If they want to change the pinions, they don't have to try to mess around with the mesh. Makes it easy to go in there, change it, set it, and forget it, be done with it. A lot of stuff about this car, like I said, is for the beginner, but it doesn't compromise quality, and it's designed to be durable and totally upgradable. There's parts available if you want to swap a lot of this stuff out and grow with the RC, which we'll check this out here. Let's look at this remote. So this remote is something different than what you're used to seeing with Team Corally. It does have a 2-position switch here, one for 50% power, one for 100%. So if you're just getting into the hobby and you're having a hard time controlling, there you have it. Oh, this is another one that doesn't stand up. I guess it stands like that. Very interesting. So, your normal Torox ESC, the Curon, motor 725. I don't have a lot of experience with Team Corally stuff, but I do know the one I have, the Kagama, is extremely powerful for what it is. It is an extremely powerful car. Not a fan of Velcro, but I guess that's life here in the RC world. Especially when these things are new, they don't want to budge. So this isn't the biggest of battery trays, but look at that. The Z7200 4S pack there fits perfect. The only problem is, so we are going to have to change that. It would be nice if it fit. Whoa. Hey, it does. What? No way. I didn't know that. That you can put an IC, dang it, 5, or an EC, because this isn't the EC5 into an XT. Just, yeah, that's, holy, wow. I just learned something. Oh, wow. Yeah, so look, that's a real test of a servo. Is put weight on it. So that's actually moving along pretty good. Woo! Spicy. Alright. I do like that the power button is here. I believe that should be accessible with the body on. Yep. So that's nice, you know, you're at home and the air conditioning and all that, get everything strapped up. You just go out there, you can turn that on. I do wish there were fans on the motor. I don't know. You know, like I said, it's something that I will be adding because it's something that I need in my climate. This really moves nice, but so now when I did the review of the Kagama, I mentioned to him about the back wing, and I know that was a point of contention for a lot of people, how easy. It wasn't the actual wing itself or this mount. It was right here. These braces that came down, clamped on, and there was 4 screws, 2 on either side, and they were so small that these little winglets would just pop up. They would just pop past the screws. Now, looking at this thing, it's one whole solid piece built into the shock tower brace. And they told me that they were working on something new, and they sure were. And see, look, right here, you still got metal where it counts where all the connection points for the control arms and that are. So you still got some metal there. It is lacking anti-sway bars. Oh, we got another neck strap here from Team Corally. And all you get's a instruction manual and for the remote and that. They also have great online resources. They have really good handy quick guides for doing a lot of this stuff. They put a lot of time and effort into producing that. So if you're needing to know how to do anything on the cars, check it out. Go to their website, teamcorally.com. Check it out. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. I have a feeling this might get damaged. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's gonna be a wait and see kind of deal, but it does make getting the body off a little trickier. But yeah, so what do we see here, man? It's just a very nice, clean layout. I like that a lot. I do wish there was some kind of maybe some type of support here for the back of the motor, because this does seem to flex quite a bit, but everything does seem to be moving with it. Not sure. This feels real nice. So interestingly enough, Corally doesn't give you tools, but you get the neck thing. So I do want to check this. Still no serrations on the actual. Whoa. What in the world? On the nuts. Jeez. Oh. What in the world? Okay. What the hell? I was trying to take this off so I could show you the front suspension here. And look at the wheel and tire. Wow, that is... Wow, I think we're going to have to drill that out a little bit. That's... Ooh, wow. So it is interesting. They serrated like the wheel here. I guess that's to help hold the nut in place, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so if you get one of these, you might want to check the wheels. Let's check out another one. See if that's just not a fluke with the wheel. Yeah, this one's a bit looser, so I'm gonna take all these off and maybe just open it up just a little bit with the drill before we go run this thing. But I mean, man, the qualities, I mean, the qualities there were, I mean, look at the size of these A-arms. This is usually one of the #1 things that you break on a car are the A-arms. The hinge pins too, these are captured with steel and a composite. The shock tower braces, the bottom half's all metal where a lot of the components break into. And yes, there's a lot of composites. And I know this sounds bad, but it's only on paper, but it's a cost-cutting thing to get the price point of the car down to where people can get into the hobby. Instead of using machined parts that cost a lot more to make and produce, they use easier to produce parts and stuff like that. You know, I talked to Corally about it. I said, why did you do it? And, you know, I was pretty sure I knew the reason, but just wanted to confirm, you know, to save money. Because, like I said, the molds cost a lot of money to do this in the beginning. But when you're talking about, like, their shock tower braces are all, like, machined. And to do that, it just costs a lot of money to actually, it's not stamped aluminum where they just run a piece of aluminum and punch them out. All their stuff is machined. Even like their gears, all CNC machined, beveled gears. It takes a lot of time and money to do all that stuff. Where when you can do the molds, you know, you can produce this a little bit quicker and more economically than the other parts. And at the end of the day, does it really matter what it's made out of? Does it? As long as the vehicle is sturdy and it holds up, that's all that matters. As long as this thing, you can jump it, you can run it, you hit some things and nothing breaks, who really cares what it's made out of? And I only mention this because I saw on like Team Corally's page and some of the other people complaining already about, oh, plastic. You know, you can't make everybody happy. You really can't. This is going to be always something somebody's going to go on about. Oh, so that's what I wanted to check. Yeah, so it's vented in the wheel. The tires feel pretty firm. This does look like a pretty aggressive tread. So it'll be interesting to see how it handles like in the grass. I think it might be like the Kagama and kind of traction roll a lot. He's probably like better for the dirt, but oh man, this thing is a beauty. It really is. I believe this is even a higher torque servo than maybe the Kagama had. Could be wrong. I don't recall offhand. But so far, man, first impressions, very, very nice. I think this is very well built. The amount of composite in here is just extremely strong. I mean, it's just so thick. Just looks really, really well made. And we'll go out there and we're going to test it. We're going to go out there, we'll speed run it, tell you how fast it goes. We're going to do some jumps, see how well it jumps. And then we're going to go run it off-road and through the grass, stuff like that, and show you how it operates on different kind of terrains. So that way, you know, if you want to buy one, you can make a decision. I will also get this to the track. That's going to have to come in a later date. I actually, this point of time when I'm filming it, I have some stuff going on, and I have to concentrate on that. But we will get this out to the RC car track in a future video, see how it runs on the track. But we will do that first drive video. We'll do the speed test, we'll jump it, we'll run it, and see how it goes. But man, I am glad to see that they re-engineered this back wing. We'll see how strong that is. I do love the blue. Like I said, everything that I see here so far, really, really impressive. Looks really, really nice. And yeah, even I'm a little leery on composite for shocks, but I trust they know what they're doing. And if they're bad, I'll let you know. If we have problems with them, we'll definitely let you know. But so far, man, so good. So far, the only issue I can see is that these wheels are just a little tight. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. And then we'll come back for another video doing the first drive. So let me know what you think of the Synchro 4. I like the name, it just sounds cool. Synchro 4 for 4S. Yeah, you know, another thing I like too, the body, how it's a little bit more rounded. You see so many of these buggy type ones that the windshield is so straight and it's such a sharp angle. There's no like aerodynamic to it. It's just this sharp, weird little window thing. That I like the way this is more of a rounded shape to it. And I like the artwork. This is actually pretty nice. Not overdone. And I love the blue that they use. I do, man. I don't even know if the camera could do it justice, but man, it is gorgeous. So there you have it, man. Let me know what you think of the Synchro 4 here by Team Corally. Team Corally. I think it's gonna be a good car. And like I said, I like what they're doing. They're making a vehicle at a lower price point to get people into the hobby. And you guys know I've been a big advocate for that. And then here we go. We have another really great car. Something made by a big company. Parts are available. You can repair anything in here. You can upgrade stuff that if you want. You know, it's not like a one-off deal. And they're trying to get people into the hobby. So I like it. I like what they're doing here. You know, whether you agree or disagree with the composites and all that, you know, that's completely up to you. But like I said, at the end of the day, if it doesn't break and the thing holds together, what's the problem? So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this first look at the Synchro 4. and you'll join us tomorrow for the first run. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one.